The shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan Ziegler, the voice of WBU Athletics. I'll be doing the play-by-play for today's Sooner Athletic Conference championship game between the nation's 9th-ranked team in the NAIA, the Golden Eagles, from John Brown University in Siloam Springs, and the 13th-ranked Lions from Southwestern Assemblies of God in Waxahachie. Andy Ellis is with me providing the color analysis for today's game. Andy?
Thanks, Dan. We want to welcome you to our broadcast and streaming video from the Hutcherson Center here on the campus of Wayland Baptist University, where these two teams will battle it out to see who claims the title of the Sooner Athletic Conference champion. The Golden Eagles come into this game with an overall record of 28 wins and 4 losses and are the 2 seed in the tournament. They got here by taking down USAO 78-67 here at the Hutcherson Center last night. The Lions are 24-7, came into this tournament as the 4th seed, and in stunning fashion dominated the NAIA's top team, MACU, yesterday, 101-79 in the semifinals.
Well, Andy, let's take a little deeper look at the Lions from Sagu. Leading the team in points is number 5, Nicholas Mason, a 6'6" sophomore guard from Frisco, but he tore his ACL against Bacone, and he's out for the rest of the season. So that didn't seem to hinder them too much, though, yesterday, having their top scorer out.
17 threes, everything works all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 14, Kenton Williams, a 6'7" senior forward from just down the road in Levelland, shoots 58.6% from the field, and he leads the Lions in rebounds, snatching 7.5 balls off of the backboards. The team leader in assists and steals is number 10, Joshua Kashila, a 6'3" junior guard out of Trinity High School in Euless. Darian Davis is a 6'7" senior forward out of Garland. He leads the Lions in blocks. Sagu is averaging 92 points per game while allowing their opponents to score 76. That 92 points per game makes them the highest scoring team in the conference. And again, they showed that off yesterday in their 101 point victory over the number 1 team in the nation, MACU. Andy, who do we need to watch for the Golden Eagles today?
Dan, the number 9 team in the nation is ranked in the top 20 in the NAIA in 9 different offensive and defensive categories. And Luke Harper leads them in points, assists, and steals. He wears 22, 6'3" sophomore guard from Plano, where he was homeschooled. And if you look at the NAIA stats, his name appears 5 times in the top 25. Then you go to number 15, Denzier Carnes, a 6'6" junior forward from Atlanta, and is a force on the boards. His 9 rebounds per game not only leads the team, but ranks him 12th in the NAIA. He also ranks 12th in defensive rebounds per game and 9th in total rebounds. He's also 5th in the nation in free throws at 86.2%. And the Golden Eagles score 79 a game while only giving up 67. They're a great defensive team.
They really are. Let's turn this over to the PA announcer, Jonathan Petty.
For the invitation. Following the prayer, we ask that you remain standing for our national anthem. Pray with me, please. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the glory, and the honor forever. Amen. this time, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Lions. Starting at guard, a 6'2" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 0, Howard Turner. At guard, a 5'10" freshman from Van Alstyne, number 3, Noah Bowling. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Euless, number 10, Joshua Kashila. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Levelland, number 14, Kenton Williams. And at forward, a 6'7" senior from Garland, number 21, Darian Davis. Lions are coached by Delta Dill, assisted by Emmanuel Adoye and Blake Kaufman. Now let's meet the Golden Eagles. Starting at forward, a 6'6" junior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 15, Denzier Carnes. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Plano, number 22, Luke Harper. At guard, a 6'4" junior from Lithuania, number 23, Rokas Grabiauskas. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from England, number 24, Ira Perrier. And at forward, a 6'7" senior from New Zealand, number 32, Quentin Bailey. The Golden Eagles are coached by Jason Vesta, assisted by Ken Kisner.
There you have the starting lineups for both of these teams. Number 9 against number 13 in the nation to determine the champion of the Sooner Athletic Conference men's basketball program in this year of 2020. Both of these teams probably going to the NAIA, no matter what the outcome
Oh,
here.
yeah, without a doubt.
9
the
and
winner,
13.
depending on how it turns out, the winner may be a 2 seed, but they'll probably both at least be 3 seeds because, I mean, they're great teams. So they're going and expecting to win a couple of games for sure.
So we're about ready for the tip-off of this game, and the first half of this game is going to be brought to you by Happy State Bank. At Happy State Bank, we work hard, have fun, and make money while providing outstanding customer service and honoring the golden rule. So we're about to jump center, and jumping for Sagu, it looks like is going to be number 14, Kenton Williams, a 6'7" senior forward, and he'll be jumping against Quentin Bailey, also 6'7", and he is a senior forward as well. The ball is up, and Williams didn't even jump for it. The tip is controlled by John Brown, and the Eagles come out. Denzier Carnes to Luke Harper. Luke Harper across the court. Wow, that's a nice move. Shot didn't go for Grabliauskas.
Yeah, great little shot fake there, and
got his man up in the air and around him.
Knock it down, yeah.
So Noah Bowling with the ball for Sagu. And we'll see if they can shoot like they did yesterday. They probably can't. And it looks like an ankle twisted there by Noah Bowling on that play. Came down awkwardly on that ankle after the pass, and he's going to come out. That's the bad news, but you've got Mitchell McMullen coming in for him, so that's the good news if you're Sagu. So McMullen throws the ball in to Kenton Williams, goes out to Davis, now back to McMullen, now over to Howard Turner, now into Kashila. It goes inside now to Williams, comes out to McMullen, and the shot was no good, and the rebound comes to John Brown.
Just really good defense there for John Brown, and that's what they're known for, so they're going to try to lock up the shooting from Sagu.
This is Carnes. He loses the handle on the ball, but Grabliauskas is there to pick it up. Now back to Carnes. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. A little floater doesn't go for Luke Harper, and he charged.
These guys played a game just last week, I believe, and went to overtime. It was Sagu actually got fouled on a three-pointer with a chance to 3 free throws. It was a tie game. They missed all 3.
Oh, my
and
word.
it went to overtime, and then John Brown won.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. McMullen comes down the court with the ball for the Lions. Off to the right side, and the turnover goes to John Brown as they're not able to handle the ball cleanly. Grabliauskas with the ball around a screen by Bailey. Now underneath the basket, Bailey gets the ball and puts it in, and it's a 2-0 game. Turner with the ball now for the Lions. McMullen out to Davis. Back to McMullen. And this is Kashila. Back to Turner. And back to Davis. He takes 3, misses. Rebound goes to John Brown.
They're just doing a really good job here out of John Brown of just taking Sagu out of their offense.
Now a 3-pointer is good by Kyrie Hutchings in for John Brown. And the lead goes to 5-0. And the Lions decide to take a timeout and try to assess.
They've got to try to get their offense going. Obviously, John Brown is probably the best team in the league, and they're going to try to take Sagu out of what they want. Originally, you got to take them out of transition. Those guys want to push the ball from Sagu, and so if you can take them out of that, then it's just about guarding everybody, guarding the three-point line and taking Williams out of the paint. And then on their offensive end, they're just trying to execute their offense, run it as best they can, and see if they can't get some baskets.
Yeah, I noticed in last night's game, Sagu just plays really fast.
Yeah, they're wanting to get up and down the floor and get some shots up because they're good shooters. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't hurt to shoot it so much if you're making them.
And they were making them last night for sure.
They did do that.
McMillan bringing the ball down for Sagu as they cross the timeline. He goes out to Kashila. Kashila drives. He's double-teamed in there. Gets the ball away before he got trapped to Turner. Turner's trapped, and the trap works because he threw the ball away. And John Brown gets it. And now the ball's batted away by McMillan, but John Brown keeps control of it. Almost lost it again. Now Carnes for 3 is good. And it's an 8-0 lead with 3 minutes gone in the first half.
John Brown's just doing a great job of getting the loose balls. When the ball's lost, they get it, and then they're able to make a play out of it.
Kashila over here in the corner to Davis. Now McMillan from long range misses. Rebound goes to John Brown. And Hutchings comes down the court with the ball for the Golden Eagles. Now from the corner, this is Carnes. He did it again. And it's 11-0 in favor of John Brown University.
Yeah, this is a big run to start the game here by John Brown.
Kashila with the ball over to McMullen. McMullen over to Davis. Now into Kashila. He throws it out. The outlet pass. Quick passes. Shot missed by Sagu. And John Brown gets the rebound. 2-pointer no good by Hutchings, but John Brown gets the rebound. This is Grabliauskas missed his 2-pointer, and John Brown gets the rebound.
Yeah, they're just out hustling Sagu right now to every loose ball.
12 seconds left on the shot clock now. Bailey with the ball. They're going to have to shoot. They're not going to get a shot off. Well, it seemed like it took a long time for that buzzer to sound after the clock ran down. Underneath, balls are on the floor. Players are on the floor. McMullen finally comes away with it. Nothing called down there.
That was good hustle there by Sagu to get that one.
Howard Turner, there's an offensive foul called underneath the basket on Kenton Williams. And if he's not careful, he'll get teed up. Arguing the call with the official, John Brown is going to throw the ball in underneath their own basket. They'll be going the length of the court. Carnes throws it in to Harper, and they come across the timeline. Carnes over to Perrier. Now back to Harper. Out to Perrier. inside to Bailey. Bailey working for a shot. Little hook shot doesn't go. Rebound goes to Sagu. McMillan.
Better job there by Sagu of kind of taking John Brown out of their offense a little bit.
McMillan with the ball. Ball goes to the extreme left corner, and Sagu finally makes 3 points. That's Howard Turner on that three-pointer from the corner.
Yeah, they needed that in a bad way.
Sure did. 11-3 in favor of John Brown. A wide open three taken by Luke Harper. He missed it. Rebound goes to Sagu. They come down the court quickly, as they are wont to do. And driving the lane and making the basket, number 10, Joshua Kashila. And it's 11-5 now.
Good in transition there to just get back and find their way in. They've got to figure out how to score in transition.
Bailey gets the ball taken away from him. A one-on-two fast break. He missed the shot underneath. Ball's on the floor. John Brown comes away with it after the scuffle. And then Luke Harper has the ball across the timeline. All the way across the court, an ill-advised pass taken away by Joshua Kashila.
There's some tired guys on the court right now. It's kind of gotten frantic pace up and down.
Darren Sims now across to Kashila. Now McMillan with the ball on the edge of the paint. He drives across the paint, dishes, beautiful dish to Darren Sims for 2 points.
That was a great pass and a really good cut there from Sims.
11-7 now. Sagu has closed it to within 4.
Yeah, 7-0 run after giving up an 11-0.
Turner with the ball. Now out to the right corner to Perrier. Perrier looking for a place to go with the ball. Driving, can't get loose. Goes inside. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The shot by Bailey, no good. And the
really
Sagu
good
takes over. Yeah, very good D by Sagu. Now Sagu with the ball. This is Turner. Kashila. Sims over to McMullen. A long three from the side is good by Howard Turner. And this is a one-point game all of a sudden.
It's a great run there by Sagu when they looked like they were just rattled and settled down, hit a few shots that always calms things down.
Started out 11-0, and now we've got a 10-0 run by Sagu. 11-10, a one-point game. Perrier with the ball. Now the long three-pointer by Hutchings is good.
Yeah, it's just a
and they're going to count it
to foul a guy on a three-point shot.
So they give him the 3 points for the basket, and he's going to get an and one to perhaps complete a 4-point play. Hutchings at the line. That foul was called on McMullen, his first. So John Brown has one team foul, and Sagu has 2. Shot by Hutchings is good, so he completes the 4-point play, and it's 15-10 now.
Yeah, that's a good way to stretch your lead back.
Sure is. 4-point plays will do that. Number 3, Noah Bowling with the ball. Out to Kashila, over to Sims, back to Bowling for 3 from the left wing. No good. John Brown gets the rebound, and Grabliauskas comes down the court with the ball. Now Grabliauskas with the ball again, and the Sagu gets the ball, gets the rebound, and they come down in transition. Beautiful move down there. Kenton Williams gets credit for the 2 points.
And great pass there from Kashila, just over the top with some touch.
And Grabliauskas with the ball, 15-12 now. John Brown leads. And Luke Harper attempts to drive around the defenders into the paint, and he gets fouled. And he is fouled by Kashila. That's the 3rd team foul on Sagu. The first personal against Kashila. John Brown's going to throw the ball in. Beckham does that for him. Luke Harper has the ball now after the inbound. Nathan Stoltz now to Luke Harper. He kicks it out. Now back to Harper for three. It's no good. Rebound goes to Stoltz. His shot's no good. And a foul called underneath the basket.
Yeah, that's a great job. I think the difference you see right now is Sagu's just picked up their defensive intensity. They've started getting into guys, making it hard for John Brown to move the ball where they wanted to.
That foul called against Obradovic of John Brown. And Sagu on the attack. This is Williams with the ball, trying to drive in, and he gets a blocking call against number 30, Obradovic. That's his second in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for him trying to guard Williams there.
Yeah, Williams is very quick. That first step, he can get around you with that first step.
Yeah, he's pretty good for a post player to be that quick, so he's a tough matchup.
Inbound pass comes to Sims. He drops it off to Williams. Williams for three. No good. Rebound to Sagu. Keep the ball alive. Sims drives in. Ball knocked out of bounds by John Brown.
That was a good look there. When you drive baseline, you always have a shooter drifting to the opposite corner, and they had him there. They just weren't able to get it quite to him.
This ball was batted out of bounds. So Sagu will throw the ball in with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Perrier comes in for Grabliauskas here for John Brown. And the ball is inbounded by Sagu to Williams. Out to Noah Bowling. Over across the court now. And they get him to travel. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Caught the ball, and as he was going to make his move inside, stepped on the line. I think that was Howard Turner. So John Brown throws the ball in. This is Hutchings with the ball. Goes in to Beckham. Now back out to Hutchings. Now across the court to Beckham. A nice fake there by Hutchings. Got his man up in the air, but he couldn't make the shot from over there.
It was just a good job. Sagu's doing a really good job of what's called icing, trying to keep the ball on one side. And so they're really doing a good job, and that's hurting John Brown's offense when you can't reverse the ball.
Bowling with the ball. Goes into the right corner and then back to him. Sims now. Turner across the court. Cody Farmer wide open for three, and it's good.
That was a great screen inside by Bowling. Smallest guy on the floor, but sacrificed his body to set a great screen, and that defensive player ran straight into him, and they were able to get a wide open three.
15-15, all of a sudden the score is tied, and a 30-second timeout has been called by John Brown, I think it was.
Yeah.
And so...
and you're just seeing two really good teams get after it now. That's what you like about good teams. You know, a lot of teams, you get down 11-0 to start the game, fold, and pack it in. Good teams don't panic. They just get into what they're doing, and they've made a run and made it a game, and now we're in for a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah. So after an 11-0 start by John Brown, they've been outscored 15-4.
It's been a nice little run here, and that's what basketball is. It's a
runs.
It's a game of runs all the time.
Yeah. So John Brown throws the ball in. This is Hutchings with the ball across the timeline, being guarded there by Bowling. Now it goes out to Bailey. Bailey turns. And the turnover goes to Sagu.
Yeah, just a double dribble there.
Double dribble by Bailey. And Howard Turner will throw the ball in for Sagu. Throws it into Bowling. And Bowling, after spraining his ankle, looks like they put a little tape on it. He's good to go. And another shot from the corner by Cody Farmer. They've left him alone twice over there, and he's made them pay with 6 points.
It's just great skip passes, finding the shooter, and then knocking it down.
Hutchings with the ball now. Goes outside to Quentin Bailey. Bailey goes to Carnes on the left side. Carnes trying to works into the free throw line and then kicks out to Harper. Harper trying to get in. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bailey, little baby hook, doesn't go. And the Sagu comes down with the ball. They've got the lead, 18-15. And Howard Turner has the ball for them now. Out there is Cody Farmer. He's going to try another three. Almost made it.
That was a heat check there.
So the ball goes out of bounds on Sagu. And John Brown will put the ball into play. This is Carnes. Throws it into Hutchings. And Hutchings, Coach wanted him to go a different direction, and he wasn't listening. This is Bailey inside. He spins off the board, no good. Perrier gets the rebound out to Hutchings, quickly over to Turner. He'll make three from there, right at the top of the arc.
That was a great job.
18-18.
Ball to Harper for an open shot.
Ball bounced off of the foot of Sims, and John Brown alertly picks it up. And now we've got a foul called against Noah Bowling, I think.
Yeah, it was.
That's 4 team fouls on Sagu. John Brown has 3. And John Brown throws the ball in to Nathan Stoltz and over to Ira Perrier. Perrier drives in, kicks it out. That's a good move there. Number 14, James Beckham, got his man up in the air with a fake and then had a wide open three. 21-18.
Yeah, it was a great little shot fake there.
McMullen. This is Koshila with the ball. And there's that man again. He almost made another one, did Cody Farmer, except he was on the left side this time. Rebound fought for. And the ball goes over to John Brown as it went out of bounds.
Yeah, they got Farmer another good look. He just wasn't able to knock it down.
So he's 2 of 4 from 3 in this first half. Grabliauskas in for John Brown, coming down the court with the ball to Harper. And a foul called underneath the basket away from the ball. Foul called on Nathan Stoltz. His first personal. Now both teams have 4 personal fouls.
Yeah, we're having less fouls than we saw yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Sagu throws the ball in, and this is McMullen coming across with it to Koshila, out to Blake, back to McMullen, now to Williams, got his man up in the air, passed the ball off to McMillan for a wide open three.
Great
he
job.
drained it.
Great job by Williams there. A little shot fake, get his man to raise up, and then he gets in the middle, draws help, and then kicks it for an easy, wide open three.
This is Carnes with the ball. Grabliauskas now at the top of the key. Harper with the ball, drives in. Nice little soft shot there, goes in.
Great floater there by Luke Harper.
Went way up high in the air. Not himself, but the ball did. Sagu across the court to Sims. Sims kicks it out, slows things down. McMullen, Blake, Sims drives into the paint. Foul called. No shot. Foul called on number 24, Ira Perrier.
No, they called it on Rokas.
I thought he said 2-4. 2-3. Okay. Foul called against Grabliauskas. 5 team fouls now for John Brown. Sagu with the ball. McMullen to Williams. Inside now. outside. McMullen wide open, missed his three. Sims gets the rebound. Kashila kicks it out to Sims. They slow things down a little bit. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. No emergency. However, Sims drives in just inside the arc, misses a shot. Sagu gets their rebound. Now, Kashila drives into the lane. A little hook shot goes in.
That was a great job there. 2 offensive rebounds got you more possession.
23-23. 5:05 left in the first half. Inside, pass for Carnes is knocked away, and Sagu takes over. Kashila out to Kenton Williams. Williams now. He'll take a long three. No good.
This wasn't a good shot there.
No. Grabliauskas over to Harper. His shot missed everything. Sagu with the rebound. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. McMullen with the ball for Sagu. Across to Kashila. Now inside, you're going to have to kick it out. No shot in there. Sims with the ball. He drives into the paint, turns and shoots. And his shot doesn't go. So John Brown puts the ball back into play. Grabliauskas coming down the court with the ball. Over to Stoltz. To Hutchings. To Stoltz. Now inside, penetrating is Hutchings. They have to kick the ball out. He didn't have a shot in there. Grabliauskas. They're letting them play. Hutchings with the ball. No shot. I mean, he made a shot there. Called a foul. And the foul called on Darren Sims. So John Brown's James Beckham throws the ball in to Grabliauskas. Over to Stoltz. Back to Bailey. He wanted to go inside, couldn't. Hutchings with the ball. Going to have to get a shot off in 5 seconds. He takes one. Not a real good shot.
Good D there.
Good D kept him from getting a shot.
And made him take a tough shot there.
Sagu gets the rebound and the possession. Now coming down. Nice little scoop shot inside by Kashila.
Yeah, great job there. Just attacking, getting what he wanted, and was able to finish it.
25-23, Sagu. Hutchings throws the ball out of bounds. Sagu gets the turnover. And Howard Turner is going to come in. Davis throws it in to McMullen. McMullen comes across the timeline with it for Sagu. Kashila to McMullen. Tries to get around the screen, does not. Kashila inside, right under the basket. And Davis went up strong, was being blocked and got fouled under there.
That was another great pass there by Kashila, just seeing the defense getting too sucked up in the middle of the paint and threw it right over the top. And now
Quentin Bailey guilty of that infraction, and it sends Darian Davis to the line. Sagu is up 25-23, and Davis at the line. Free throw is good, and it's 26-23 in favor of Sagu. This is their largest lead of the game, I think. Grabliauskas with the ball for John Brown. Out to Carnes. Now to Perrier. Perrier kicks it out to Grabliauskas above the key. Grabliauskas tries to go in. Now he does go in, bounces the ball off his foot.
Yeah, just great defense there. Guys are just, SAGU has really stepped it up defensively. They're not giving up much of anything for John Brown. John Brown's got to figure out how to get that ball moving, get it side to side into different people.
Luke Harper comes in, Grabliauskas comes out, and SAGU puts the ball into play underneath their own basket. So they'll be driving the length of the court. McMullen quickly down to Turner. Turner, pass is deflected. John Brown takes over right about the half-court line, and there's, I can't believe that wasn't called.
It's not a foul there when they're standing still.
And so we've got a player down for John Brown. That's Howard Turner. Ran into a player as he was coming down the court.
He ran into Quentin Bailey.
Bailey caught him in the nose or forehead.
His head bounced off of Bailey's chest.
And Bailey at 6'7" and Howard Turner at 6'2". It did bounce off of his chest, so. But he's up.
And he coming off sprained an ankle when he fell, really, more than anything else. Yeah, that was it was a good screen. I mean, Bailey was just standing there. That's where Howard Turner should be mad at his teammates. Whoever's guarding Bailey's got to be yelling at you, screen, 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 so you can start looking for it. Because if you don't see it and you're guarding the ball and you're sprinting, you get cracked like that.
McMullen with the ball for SAGU across the timeline. Quick shot by Sims.
Kashila.
Oh, was that Kashila?
Yeah. A three. It's a big, or maybe a two.
28-23 in favor of SAGU. This is Hutchings across to Perrier. Around the screen. And now Bailey gets the ball. Back out to Perrier. He's at the free throw line. Outlet to Turner. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Stepped out of
bounds as he was on the baseline. And the ball goes over to SAGU. Well, SAGU, John Brown not playing very clean basketball. SAGU, on the other hand, is really pressing the issue. McMullen with the ball now across the timeline. This is Kashila. And for three is no good by Blake, but the rebound goes to SAGU. This is Kashila. Out to Sims. Out to McMillan. He's going to take three and makes it. And it's
starting to hit some of those threes.
31-23. Luke Harper across the timeline to Carnes. Carnes looks to outlet to Hutchings. He does. Back to Carnes at the stripe. He drives in.
It's not a bad foul there because Cortland Blake guarding Carnes isn't a great matchup, but that foul just is on the ground, and it should be
that's the first foul on Blake. So they've got a player bleeding over here, and they're going to try and fix it. So they wiped it off. I think it's his finger that's bleeding.
Well, yeah, it scratches on his arm.
Oh, did he?
His finger. I think there's some blood. They're playing hard out
there.
there.
They are playing hard. So the ball's going to be thrown in with 44 seconds left by John Brown. It goes into Carnes, out to Harper, across to Hutchings. His shot is very long, no good. SAGU gets the rebound. There's about a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sims out to Kashila now. Over to Sims. McMullen going to drive.
Called a foul.
Block called inside.
22 on Harper.
22, yeah. Harper, Luke Harper. That's his second personal foul. So SAGU is in the bonus now, as John Brown just committed their seventh. And it sends Joshua Kashila to the line. SAGU up 31-23. an 8-point lead. And the first free throw is good, 32-23, and he can make it a 10-point game with 19 seconds left in the first half. With this free throw, it's up and good. So it's a 10-point lead with 19 seconds left in the first half.
Well, they've really played well here after
They really
start.
have. After 11-0 start, John Brown's going to play for one shot. 10 seconds left. Turner drives, spins in the paint. No good. Gets his own. Perrier gets the rebound. Goes up for the shot and misses it. So, what a first half. John Brown started out 11-0 over Sagu, and now Sagu leads 33-23. So what a first half by Sagu to come back from that deficit.
Well, and they picked it up defensively. I mean, that's the biggest difference. Obviously, we knew they were going to keep shooting the ball, and they're going to make some, but defensively, they got after it. I mean, they gave up 12 points for the last, 17 minutes or so, and we're just getting after John Brown, and so that's a difference right now, and we'll see what kind of adjustments are made at halftime. That's what good teams do, is go in and adjust and figure out how they can run some offense and get some things done. But that was impressive there by Sagu.
It was.
Half.
You know, last night's game, they were just running and gunning.
Yeah.
Come down, shoot a three, make it, go
well,
back.
And we kind of knew that John Brown wasn't going to let them just run and gun. They're going to make the pace kind of what they wanted. But, I mean, you look there, Sagu shot 6 of 17 from the three there in the first half. But just, caused 9 turnovers by John Brown, which is a team that takes care of the ball pretty well. And so
7 turnovers by Sagu.
Yeah, and they had 4 of those early. So it was just a really entertaining first half there.
Really was. Looked like in the beginning it was going to be a runaway, but it's not. Well, it almost is, but it's almost a runaway the other way. So 33-23 at the half. And I'm looking. Last time I looked, the Pioneer baseball team was up 9-3 in the 7th inning. They're still playing over there. I'm watching the video now. They're still playing, but I can't see the scoreboard on the video, so I don't know what the score is now. But it is very late in that game. Pioneers having won the doubleheader played yesterday, and this is the single game to finish the 3-game series against Central Christian today. So things going on in the world of sports around WBU. We've got about 12 and a half minutes before the second half begins. So, Devin, let's duck out of here for about 10 minutes, and we'll come back with a couple of minutes left, set up the second half for you. I'm Dan Ziegler, the voice of WBU Athletics. Me calling the color for this game. His wife sitting behind us in the stands, great with child. Great with child. Due Sunday, will be induced Monday if nothing has happened by then. So now that we've filled you in on all the personal stuff, we're going to duck out of here. We'll be right back.
KWLD 91.5 FM.
With over 75 years of saving and service, God willing, the easy choice. We can even help you with homeowners. Oh, not again. Oh, thanks.
You know, automated lights are just the beginning. Pretty soon they're going to have eyes everywhere. Well, good night.
Geico, over 75 years of savings and service.
I can't believe it. That child really was raised by wolves?
Which one's your mother?
Oh, that's her right there.
Oh, gosh.
No. I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico. It's really great.
Well, I'm just so glad to have met your beautiful family, and we better be sitting down now.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Days a week, and we don't plan to stop. This is KWLD Plainview 91.5 in your house, in your car, or at your job.
Just a fresh breath of air all day long at work.
We play positive music wherever you are.
The music is awesome.
KWLD 91.5.
Back at the Hutcherson Center, about ready for the beginning of the second half. I'm Dan Ziegler, the voice of WBU Athletics, calling the play-by-play. Andy Ellis is with me doing the color analysis for today's championship game, Sooner Athletic Conference championship game between John Brown University Golden Eagles, ranked 9th in the nation, and the 13th ranked Southwestern Assemblies of God University Lions. So we've got a good game going on here, 33-23 at the half, kind of a low-scoring game. Wanted to mention something and get you to talk about it, Andy, if you would, please. I see here an announcement that the coaches have voted J.J. Culver to the All-Sooner Athletic Conference first team and Jack Nobles to the third team. Well-deserved by both. However, I can name probably 3 or 4 other players besides Jack that should be at least on the third team or higher.
Yeah,
you know?
Those guys played great all year. They were really the focus of the Pioneers. Obviously, J.J. was Player of the Year last year, and with his scoring, he was going to be the focus. Every team tried to take him away.
Right.
So the fact that he was still, and didn't play great in conference, I wouldn't say by his standards or the coach's standards, but every team recognizes how good of a player he is, and he got that honor. And then Jack, I thought, had a really good year. There was games where he was able to use his size and advantage, and then there was games that were tougher for him size-wise. But great honor. Anytime you win honors like that, it's always great for you individually, and it usually means your team did some pretty good things. They're going to hope that.
Looking forward to them getting an at-large bid to the tournament. So we're ready to start the second half, and Sagu will be throwing the ball in to begin the second half. Kashila throws the ball in to Bowling. Goes across the court, and a stoppage of play immediately here as a foul is called on Howard Turner, and he's looking around wondering what he did wrong.
Yeah, with how they let him play in the first half, that's not the same kind of call.
They didn't let anybody play this half so far. So the turnover goes to John Brown, and Carnes has the ball across the timeline. This is Harper. Harper goes around a screen by Bailey, kicks it out to Grabliowski. Now it goes into Bailey. Bailey can't get a shot off under the basket. Now it goes back into him. He's working really hard.
Travel.
And he walked with the ball. There was a lot of traffic right under the basket. Good defense being played by Sagu, and Bailey just was not able to get an opening.
Yeah, he just kept trying to force it, and he should have kicked it out again and reposted one more time to where he didn't have to dribble, just to turn and shoot.
Bowling comes down with the ball. Now across the court, all the way to Turner. He tries a three and missed it. John Brown gets the rebound. So it's still 33-23, neither team scoring here in the first half. Now taken away by Sagu right in front of us. A three-point shot. Wow. In and out for Sagu, and still no one has scored yet.
Two wide open looks that they missed there.
Grabliauskas with the ball now for John Brown. Behind his back, around the screen. Now he kicks it out, and a three-point shot by Perrier doesn't go. So both teams starting out cold on offense. Davis into Williams, and now underneath the basket. Foul is going to be called against Denzier Carnes of John Brown. And it's going to send Kenton Williams to the line. First shot is up, and it's no good off the back of the iron. And still, we've gone a minute and a half in the second half, and no one has scored yet.
Yeah, it's just been, it kind of goes along with the game. It's been a tough stretch scoring here for both teams.
And now the second free throw is good. So the lead goes to 11 now for Sagu, 34-23. Grabliauskas with the ball across the timeline to Turner. Harper. Harper dribbles in, comes out, back to Perrier, and he throws the ball out of bounds. And they say Sagu touched it. So John Brown gets to throw the ball in. This will be Harper throwing it in. There's some dispute about who, and we've got some blood. A player has a little blood on him, and they're going to stop things and let him get that cleaned up right quickly. Trainers are going to put some tape on it. They're going to rub some dirt on it. If Peyton Manning was here, they'd rub some dirt on it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's a big deal about this blood, and then they got to...
And now they're seeing someplace else. They're trying to determine where that's coming from.
It's fine.
Everybody's okay. And John Brown will inbound the ball. They inbound it deep to Quentin Bailey. Bailey hands it off. Now inside is Harper. I keep saying Harper. Turner.
Oh, no, they called a foul.
Called a foul on number 10, Joshua Kashila of Sagu. And they are calling things a little tighter this half.
tough on players when you change like that from one half to the next.
Bailey handing off to Grabliowski. Grabliowski looks for Bailey again. He's in the edge of the paint. Now he spins into the paint and scoops one in for 2 points. And the first point of the quarter are scored. 34-25 now. Darian Davis with the ball over to Howard Turner. Goes in deep to Kashila. Comes out. Now McMullen for three, misses. Rebound inside. And they call 32. They call Quentin Bailey for the foul inside.
Yeah, there's a good battle going between Kenton Williams and Quentin Bailey.
Yeah, there is.
Those guys are getting after it.
And Kyrie Hutchings comes in for Grabliowski. And Howard Turner will be throwing the ball in for Sagu. It goes in, and a two attempted is made by Kashila, and it's 36-25.
That's a great inbounds play there for an easy little 18-foot jumper.
Hutchings with the ball now for John Brown. Out to Bailey, over to Perrier. Wanted to go inside, has to go outside with it. That ball is dropped, but they're going to call a foul on 21, Darian Davis of Sagu.
Yeah, we only have 13 fouls in the first half. We've got 5 here.
Got 5 already.
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Harper with the ball now for John Brown. Almost taken away, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover. And Sagu will throw the ball in. Kashila will throw the ball in right in front of me. And he's going to inbound the ball to Darian Davis. Hands it back to Kashila, and it goes to McMullen. McMullen across the timeline to Davis. Now out to Kashila. Driving now is McMullen. He goes across the paint. His pass right in under the basket is taken away by John Brown. Luke Harper took that one away. Perrier, Carnes at the edge of the paint, gives it up to Harper, out to Perrier, across to Hutchings. Now inside, foul is called underneath. Not able to get a shot off under there. And McMullen is called for that foul.
Yeah, this was a little too physical there. He had Kenton Williams right behind him to get a hand up on the shot. Really had no reason to foul, but committed it anyway.
So it sends Carnes to the line. Denzier Carnes bounces the ball once. Deep knee bend, sets and misses the first free throw. Hutchings comes in, gives him a congratulatory hand slap. And the second free throw is up and good by Carnes. And the score is 36-26, 10-point game, 16 and a half minutes left in the game. Darian Davis with the ball now. An open three for Joshua Kashila, and he took it. 39-26.
That was a big shot there. Got an easy one.
Carnes with the ball for John Brown. Cross to Bailey. Back to Carnes. Carnes drives. Bank shot off the glass is good. Timeout called by John Brown.
That's a good finish there by Carnes. A great drive and a basket that they really needed. It was getting a little out of reach for them there at 13. You didn't want to give up too many more baskets.
That's
so
true.
A really good answer there by Carnes.
So 39-28 is the score. We've got a full timeout here.
Yeah, you're just going to have to, it's going to be a grinded out game down the stretch. You're going to have both teams really trying to every possession is really important, and they're going to have to fight for offensively and defensively to be able to get possessions.
Sagu shooting well from the field, 46.7%.
Yeah, they're...
and John Brown not doing that well. 31.3 from the field and 37.5 from three.
And you consider that they started 11-0. It's
quite a turnaround for
really
Sagu.
Big turnaround.
Really is.
It's been a good one, and now you're going to look and see where the adjustments come and what John Brown can do to kind of have their run here. You would expect that they would make one, and the question will be, will it be
long enough
6-point run,
yeah,
and then Sagu goes on another little one, or will it be 8 to 10 and get them right back into a really tight game?
Turner throws the ball in to McMullen, and McMullen for Sagu comes across the timeline, back to Turner. Turner out to Kashila. Kashila lobs the ball in. It's too tall for Kenton Williams, and the turnover goes to John Brown. 15:50 left in the game.
Good play there. Just threw it a little out of reach.
This is Carnes with the ball. Out to Bailey. Bailey back to Carnes. Carnes inside to Bailey. Makes a good muscle move in there to make two.
Yeah, they finally got him away from Williams, and he was able to score.
39-30. 15 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game. Cross-court pass. Now McMullen has the ball. Kashila into Williams. Back to McMullen for three, and it's good. McMullen's been hot from three.
Yeah, they went to double and just made a mistake.
And the inbound pass comes in to Luke Harper. Harper to Hutchings. Out to Bailey. Across to Perrier. Perrier brings the ball back out deeper. Carnes tries to get inside. Davis kept him from doing that. Three-pointer attempted by Harper is no good. Sagu comes down with the rebound. They come down the court quickly. Kashila with the ball over to McMullen. Out to Davis. Across the court to McMullen. Now out at the top of the key, McMullen sags in to Williams. He can't make a shot from underneath the basket.
Got it blocked in there.
Turnover goes to John Brown. Now inside, Bailey left alone right under the basket. Goes up and makes the two.
They just got to get some stops on this end. John Brown's having trouble getting some good stops against Sagu.
42-32. Once again, right inside. Wow, Williams.
Had to be a foul on somebody.
Somebody had to have made a foul then. It wasn't called on either team. Bailey hit the floor, and Williams drove onto the basket. And this is a foul.
That was a great defensive possession right there by McMullen, just staying into the dribbler and was able to get the steal and a foul.
So that foul called against number 22, Luke Harper. That's his third personal foul. And Darren Sims throws the ball into McMullen for Sagu. They come across the timeline up by 12, 44-32. McMullen into Williams. Now into Davis, and Davis makes a great move and a shot from the right side of the basket. Hutchings now into Bailey. Bailey across for three by Grabliowski. No good, but John Brown controls the ball. Hutchings now, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Around a screen by Bailey, can't get loose. Now Carnes comes in with the ball, can't make a shot, and the foul called.
Sagu is just playing really well together as a team right now. When somebody drives, there's help there. There's people everywhere doing their job, and then everybody's boxing out, whether it's off of a switch or what. Guys are boxing out, they're doing their jobs, and they're stretching this thing out here, and it's getting dangerous here for John Brown.
It is. That's the third personal foul on Quentin Bailey of John Brown, and the score has stretched out to 13 points, 14 points, 46 to 32. And this full timeout.
Yeah, it's really been a clinic here by Sagu ever since that first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah. So if you weren't watching, John Brown came out, scored the first 11 points of the game, and it looked like Sagu was going to be in serious trouble. They came out last night, shot a bunch of threes, and just shot incredible percentages from the field and from three, and they kind of looked like a one-faceted team. Take the ball down, make a three, go down, maybe make a stop, maybe not, come back down, make a three. That was just like that all night. So you thought tonight they were going to do the same thing, but they started out 0-11, and now they've come back to lead the game 46-32.
Yeah, you're just on a 46-21 run here.
Yeah. After the first, 3 minutes of the game.
3 or 4 minutes, and it's been impressive to see. They're really dominating on both ends of the floor right now. That's just something you don't see a whole lot.
Well, it wasn't a fluke that they beat the number one team in the nation last night.
No.
Badly. Soundly.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now. And which is shocking without their best player.
Yeah, exactly. Sagu with the ball now. Sims at the top of the key over to Darian Davis. Now across the court for three. There's that man, Cody Farmer. That's his favorite spot on the right-hand side of the basket in the corner. Grabliowska inside now to Obradovich. Fought for under there. Now coming away with the tie ball.
Well, there's a lot of guys fighting in there.
Yeah, there were. And they were letting them fight. A little conversation going on now. And they're going to, officials had their whistles in their mouth. They were going to call a technical there, but they decided not to, and their players are still jawing. Hutchings with the ball after John Brown throws it in, and there's a foul call. Got a feeling the officials are just about to take control of this thing and call a couple of technicals. Foul called on number 14 for for Sagu. That's Kenton Williams. And the ball's going to be thrown in from this sideline by Perrier. Throws it in to Grabliowski. Going to be interesting to see if these guys can settle down on both teams. Grabliowski inside to Obradovich. No good. Sagu gets the rebound. Still some banging going on down underneath the basket. Kashila with the ball. Comes across to that man for another three. Cody Farmer.
Yeah, the big shot again. He hit two in the first half, and now he's hit two here.
And it's a 20-point game. 11 and a half minutes left in the game. And Sagu has stretched it to 20. Grabliowski with the ball. Slips. Loses it. Sagu gets it.
Man. They're just in total control right now.
If it can go wrong, it will go wrong for John Brown right now. This is Sims with the ball. Out to Davis. They're starting to feel it. This is Williams. There's that man again for three. He missed this one. So he makes two, misses one. That's what he did in the first half. Made two, missed two. This is Hutchings inside No good. Obradovic tried the shot, missed it, came away with the rebound, but
that's a third foul there on Williams. That could turn out being a big foul.
Could be. It sends Obradovic to the line. 2 shots for Obradovic. 6 team fouls on Sagu. First free throw is no good. 4 team fouls for John Brown. Substitutions for both teams. Stoltz comes out for John Brown. Cortland Blake is in the game now for Sagu. And Obradovic at the line for his second free throw. Still a 20-point game, 52-32. And the second one is good. Another, now Obradovic comes out and Quentin Bailey comes in for John Brown. And Sagu will throw the ball in from underneath their own basket. Darren Sims across the timeline. Sagu up by 19 now. Davis to Farmer to Sims. Out to Kashila. Now over to Sims. He drives into the lane, missed the shot, and the rebound goes to John Brown.
That was a really good attempt there, but John Brown at least played hard there on that possession and got them to take the shot they wanted.
Hutchings with the ball. Drives in, pass inside to Perrier, and he knocks it out of bounds instead of catching it. Turnover goes to Sagu.
Had a little bit of steam on it to be able to catch that one.
So Kashila with the ball. Nope, that was Sims. Now it's Kashila with the ball over to Sims. Now from the corner, there it is again by Cody Farmer. They're in that right corner.
You got to be up on those guys. When you're back 3 feet off of a shooter, that's a wide open shot. It's the same thing we saw McHugh doing. That's not close enough to guys that can shoot it.
This is Harper over to Hutchings, back to Harper at the top of the key. Harper drives in, spins, goes inside with the ball. No place to go for Bailey. He tries to get the ball out. It does. And Carnes fell down, and in the process of falling, he traveled, which usually happens when you fall with the basketball. So the turnover goes to Sagu, and Darian Davis will throw the ball in from right here by the scorer's table, cleaning up some perspiration off the floor, and Davis throws the ball in to Sims. Sims across the timeline, 55-33, a 22-point lead now by Sagu. 9:23 left. Sims to Blake. Out to Kashila. Now into Blake. Give and go. It's good. And a foul called.
They are just putting on a clinic right now.
It's going to be an and one
against John Brown. They've got John Brown running around defensively just everywhere, and they're not getting to shooters. They're not getting to cutters, and it's getting ugly in a hurry.
It is 57-33. A 24-point lead with 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. Blake at the line misses the and one, and John Brown gets the rebound. Carnes with the ball. Gives it to Harper now. Harper to, I couldn't see, Nathan Stoltz. Now inside, nice little hook shot by Quentin Bailey for two.
And but they're going to have to get some stops. I mean, they got to stop giving up points.
Yep. So Sagu with the ball. Sims out to Davis. Over to Sims. Now Blake for three. Short. But Sagu gets the rebound. Kashila for three. No good. And finally, the rebound comes down to John Brown. 1-on-2 fast break, and they're going to count those 2 points by Luke Harper and call a foul on Kashila.
Yeah,
that's the third personal foul on Kashila.
Yeah, they took a couple of bad shots there at Sagu, and then you gave up an and one opportunity there. So you've got to, coaches just wanting to calm them down. Like, look, we got to keep playing. We can't just, it's been going great, but if you start gunning threes and missing, you can let John Brown back in the game pretty quick.
57-37. It's still a 20-point game. So right now, Sagu in firm control of this game.
Yeah, they're doing they're just putting on a display of how to play offense and defense, against John Brown.
This is 2 really good games in a row that they've put together.
Yeah, well, and different kind of games. This one's kind of
very
grinded out, like physical, like you got to value possessions. Where yesterday they were so hot they could shoot really whatever shots they wanted as many times as they wanted,
and it went in.
And it was going in, and they had MacU frustrated. This is a different kind of way of frustrating a team.
It is.
It's good to see if you're a SAGU fan from the standpoint of going to the national tournament, because you're going to have to play different ways, and they look good. And without their best player, we've mentioned that, and sometimes this isn't taking anything away from Mason. He's a great player, but sometimes there's addition by subtraction. The offense moves a little better. When you lose that really good score, sometimes everybody else starts sharing the ball a little more, because what happens, you get comfortable with that really great scorer that, like, when things start breaking down, we just give it to him and he'll make a play. And so sometimes you become more difficult to guard when the ball is popping around without that excellent scorer out there.
Well, and you know what, we've played 32 minutes, almost 32 minutes, 31 and a half minutes in this game, and the number 9 team in the nation has only scored 38 points.
I know. Yeah, it's defensively, they've been really getting after it.
The free throw was good by John Brown. And now on the inbounds play, a foul was committed. And that foul called against Luke Harper, and that's his 4th.
Yeah, I think Quentin Bailey has 4 too, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. So they got 2 guys with 4 fouls already.
Stoltz is in the game. Sagu throws the ball in. Trapped in the corner. Can't get rid of the ball.
What happened?
He called timeout?
Yeah.
Okay, he did.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it to the corner, that's for sure.
Yeah. He got into the corner and got trapped in there by 2 John Brown players, and it wasn't going to be pretty, and he called timeout to keep from losing the possession. So the timeout called by Sagu. Score is 57-38 in favor of Sagu.
It's going to be a little tougher. They're going to have that ball in the corner down there, a spot where they can't run the baseline, and then they're going to have to figure out how to get it in and get it across. Don't want to throw it back in the corner, that's for sure.
So Sagu will be inbounding the ball from they're going to put him on the baseline. And they're kind of giving him the parameters of where he can and can't go. This is Kashila to throw the ball in. Having trouble finding somebody. Gets it in to Farmer and out to McMullen. And now they're going to come across the timeline with it. Kashila. Now over to McMullen. Out to Sims on the left side. Sims drives the lane. Hook shot no good.
Yeah, it was
John
a great
Brown.
drive. You got to make that one.
John Brown gets the rebound. This is Harper with the ball. Now out to Carnes. No good. Sagu comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, that's kind of the shot that you expect Carnes to hit about this time of the game is when he usually goes off.
Yeah. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. It's still a 25-point game, 15-point game. Inside, Williams battles in there, takes a shot, and is fouled.
Yeah, John Brown's changed their defense. Instead of doubling there on Williams, because they're giving up so many threes, they're going to play him one-on-one, and they're kind of playing a it's almost like a box and one, but it's not a box because they're just playing on the perimeter and then one guy guarding inside. So now Williams will have the opportunity to kind of make some plays.
And he missed the first free throw. So it's still 57-38 in favor of Sagu. 7 minutes and 27 seconds left. Both teams are in the bonus now. Williams shooting his second, and it goes in. 58-38. Back to a 20-point lead with 7.5 minutes left in the game. Grabliauskas with the ball coming across the timeline for John Brown. Out to Beckham. Beckham drives, spins, kicks it out to Harper. Harper drives in, gets on the floor, and the ball is turned over to Sagu.
Yeah, Harper doesn't like that physical play they're giving him when he's handling the ball, and he's had a few turnovers here.
Sims.
That's a sixth turnover.
Sims to Kashila. Back to Sims to McMullen. McMullen to Kashila. Out to Davis. Kashila at the top of the key. McMullen now drives in. How was that not a foul? Both players went to the floor.
That had to be a foul on somebody.
Somebody committed a foul. Both players went to the floor on the drive. Neither called for a foul. Score remains 58-38. So, in Sagu's favor, no points have been scored. So it's still a 20-point game, even though you haven't been very effective, neither has the other team. So a 20-point game, 6:38 left.
Yeah, it's Sagu's point of view is, the more clock burns with nobody scoring.
Absolutely.
Up 20.
Absolutely. So John Brown throws the ball in, and Hutchings brings the ball down the court. Being guarded carefully there by Bowling. Kicks it out to Perrier into Carnes. Carnes trapped on the sideline. Gets it out to Grabliowski to Hutchings. Inside now. Bailey trying to find room to make a shot. Spins, gets it to Perrier inside, and the shot goes, little scoop shot goes in.
It was a good finish there by Perrier. He really had to work to get in there.
He sure did. Kashila out to Davis. Across to Turner. Over to Bowling. Out to Kashila. Now the ball comes back over to Howard Turner. He's at the free throw line. Pulls up. Short. Sagu gets the rebound.
Yeah, just a bad shot there, but they gave up the offensive rebound.
Kashila now to Bowling. Bowling at the top of the key. Gives it back to Kashila. Kashila drives. Kicks it out to Williams. Williams loses the handle on the ball. John Brown gets it. This is Perrier, and he palmed the ball. And the turnover goes to Sagu.
Oh, wow.
Didn't see that.
Break, and the guy was coming to foul and carried the ball on the way.
So Kashila will be throwing the ball in for Sagu. And they're going to put full court pressure, John Brown will, on Sagu. But they get the ball across the timeline. Turner with the ball. Over on the right wing. Now back to Turner at the key. He pulls up, passes it off to, now it goes to Williams. And a nice move inside, just didn't go. A lot of banging going inside.
That's a frustration foul there. Williams made a great drive, missed the layup, and then committed his fourth foul.
So that foul is the fourth personal foul on Williams. 5 minutes left in the game. And it sends to the line James Beckham for John Brown. And they're players trying to decide which side of the lane they're going to get on. It's kind of fun to watch the pushing and shoving that goes on before the ball's even shot.
There's a lot of talking going on.
There is. Carnes is trying to claim his space. He almost got into the lane too early there. But the free throw was good. It's 58-42 now in favor of Sagu. Full court pressure. They get across the timeline, turn the ball over. The pressure resulted in a turnover. This is Hutchings with the ball. He drives. Layup is no good.
Got to make layup.
Yep, Sagu with the rebound.
That could have been big there. Cut it to 14.
Bowling with the ball now for Sagu. To Sims. Out to Turner. Out to Kashila. Back to Turner. Turner at the free throw line. Out to Bowling. Now Sims. Now Kashila. He stops. Banks it almost in. It went around the rim and flipped out. And John Brown gets the rebound. This is Beckham with the ball. Carnes. And as Carnes broke for the basket, he is fouled by Darian Davis. That's his second personal foul. Once again, both teams are in the bonus. Got a substitution, couple substitutions coming in for Sagu as Williams comes in and McMullen comes in. Turner goes out, and now timeout called by Sagu. So Sagu up 58-42 with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. So a 16-point lead with 4:06 left in the game.
Yeah, it's John Brown's kind of worked it back in a spot here down 16. They missed that layup there that could have cut it to 14, but with 4 minutes to go, they've got a chance.
Oh, yeah.
With,
yeah, absolutely. But things are going to have to go differently than they've been going.
Yeah, but it's just one of those cases right now where Sagu is kind of playing not to lose now. So their offense is out of rhythm. Their defense isn't quite as strong. And because of that, they're going to give John Brown a chance if they make some plays. Guys are out of their shooting rhythm because they're kind of just holding the ball now instead of running their offense. So it'll be interesting here if Carnes can knock down these 2 free throws. They're a couple of stops away from getting it inside of 10 and really putting some game pressure on Sagu.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that has to be John Brown's next goal. They've got to get it inside of 10 and see if they can't put some real pressure on Sagu to make some plays. John Brown has 19 turnovers in the game.
Goodness.
That's a killer. Not counting that you're not shooting it very well, but 19 turnovers is a lot.
That's very uncharacteristic for a number 9 team in the nation.
Well, and we watched them last night turn over like 6 times or something.
Yeah, the whole night. Carnes at the line for John Brown. Bounces the ball twice. Sets. No good. Sagu gets the rebound.
Yeah, that's not what you needed.
Nope. You need to make every one of those. Sims with the ball. Out to Davis. Across to Kashila. And the pass is stolen away by John Brown.
Yeah, just a bad pass there.
And now John Brown doesn't handle the ball cleanly in the paint, and the ball goes over to Sagu.
Yeah, John Brown is they're going to kick themselves after this game for some of these mistakes.
McMullen out to Davis, over to Sims. Back over to Kashila now. To Sims, to Davis, inside for Williams. Ball goes out of bounds. Williams was the last one to touch it. The turnover goes to John Brown. So, once again, kind of bad news and good news here. Only 3:21 left, so 40 seconds have expired since we last reported the score to you, and the score is still unchanged.
Yeah, for Sagu, that's all they want.
Absolutely.
And
this pass inside, not handled cleanly by Harper, and the turnover goes to Sagu.
The turnovers are killing John Brown right now.
Killing him. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. Sims with the ball. Out to to Davis. McMullen back to Sims on the left wing. Shot's no good. Carnes comes down with the rebound for John Brown. Hutchings now drives. Nobody stopped him. Kicked the ball out. Harper now inside Bailey. Now from outside for three, finally. Grabliauskas cashes in. And a timeout called by John Brown.
How big are those possessions? 3 turnovers in a row, a missed layup for John Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got it down to 13.
But since I mentioned it, almost a minute has expired off the clock.
Yeah.
And John Brown has closed it by 3 points.
Yeah, that's what I say, those possessions where you just come down and turn it over right away. I mean, that's playing right into Sagu's hands.
Absolutely.
They don't mind not scoring if you're going to just hand it back to them.
Absolutely.
But that shot right there, it gives John Brown a chance now. If you come
13.
down, get a stop, come back and score, you're getting close to that 10 barrier where you can really put some game pressure here on Sagu and make them nervous about what they're doing. Right now they're playing pretty free and easy. They're just trying to burn clock. They're really not trying to score much.
Yep. So it's a 13-point lead with 2:25 left. And Sagu will put the ball back into play. Darian Davis is going to do that. Pressure, full court being applied. They get the ball in, and they get it across the timeline. And now Kashila's going to wait for everybody to catch up. Across to Davis, and they fouled him.
Yeah,
which they're going to have to do.
Well, and they're going to go aggressively at him because he's not a great free throw shooter, and so he's the one that missed 3 at the end of the game the other day to let it go to overtime. So they're going to test his.
They're going to let him practice free throws.
They're going to see
tonight.
if they can get after him and see what happens.
Davis is a 6'7" senior forward out of Garland.
56% from the free throw line on the season, so
his first attempt is up and good.
That's what you have to do in big moments in the game is knock down free throws.
Talking smack about him, and he comes up and makes it. His second one is also good. So there you go.
That's clutch to go and step up and make those.
It really is. So this is Harper with the ball for John Brown. They don't have a lot of time to dribble here. They need to go down and score. Outlet to Hutchings. He goes inside. Sagu takes the ball away. Foul called on Quentin Bailey. And he fouled out.
Yeah, it's just, John Brown doesn't have time to dribble, but Sagu is making it hard on them. They're not giving them anything easy.
No passing lanes.
To try to get an easy, quick shot, and so they're making it tough on them.
So Kashila is at the line, and Sagu is up by 15 with just under 2 minutes to play. And now there's some discussion going on about who's going to stand.
They're trying to be confused about who got fouled because of the hair, but it was Kashila. One official thought it was Williams. The one that made the call knew it was Kashila.
So Kashila at the line. His first one goes in. Sagu's making free throws.
They are, and that'll be the key to salting this one away.
Absolutely. Second free throw up and in. 62-45. John Brown comes down with the ball. This is Grabliauskas. See how quickly they can get a shot off. Harper over to Stoltz. No good. Underneath. Carnes underneath. Gets fouled. That foul called on Kashila. And, Kashila, that's his fourth. And John Brown is now in the double bonus. Minute and 43 seconds left in the game. 15-point lead. Carnes at the line. It's no good. Sagu gets the rebound. And they're in no hurry. They're going to get across the timeline and burn some clock. This is Davis with the ball. And he is fouled.
Yeah, anytime Davis has it, that's going to be
they're going to foul him.
That's try to foul.
Yeah. That foul called on Nathan Stoltz. That's his second. And we'll see if Davis can keep making free throws. First one is up. It's good.
That's big time.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
no
what
doubt.
Good players have to do is step up and make big shots.
Especially when you're a 50% free throw shooter, just step up at this time of the game and make the last 3 in a row. Now make it, 3 out of 4. He missed that one. John Brown comes across quickly with the ball. They're going to have to get shots off quickly. And they do. And it's an air ball. Harper shoots an air ball. It was contested, but it was an air ball anyway.
Yeah, they're trying to force threes. And
well, they have to. That's the only way they're going to get in this game.
Yeah, it's
a minute and 17 seconds left. Inbound pass, and this time Terrence Williams gets it, and they foul him instantly. Stoltz commits his third personal foul.
It's just impressive. We've talked about it the whole game, but after an 11-0 run, they've given up 36 points to John Brown.
Yeah. And scored 63 themselves.
Yeah.
First free throw good by Williams.
But when you start talking about 35 minutes or so since that 11-0 run to give up that many points, a point a minute is pretty good.
Yeah. Williams' second free throw is no good. 64-47, a minute and 14 seconds left. Harper out for 3 is Grabliowski inside. No good, but the tip back goes to Stoltz, and he makes 2 points down there underneath the basket. And now a minute and 3 seconds left in the game. And it's a 15-point lead.
Yeah, it's I mean, John Brown's doing everything they can here, but it's
too little, too late at this point.
It's a rough one for them at this point. They just fell behind by too many there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was necessarily anything they did wrong. It's just Sagu was, tournament play is about who's playing the best, and right now Sagu is playing the best. And what's funny about that is Pioneers had every chance in the world to beat them in the quarterfinal.
In the quarterfinal.
And
a strong second half by the Pioneers. They almost did it. It came within 2 points.
They had chances there down the stretch to kind of get the lead. We couldn't get a defensive rebound that kind of hurt us, but there's John Brown and Mac Hughes sure wish that Pioneers would have pulled that off.
Yeah.
But it may have been the Pioneers that were pulling this. I mean, here's the thing. The Pioneers played all 4 of these top-ranked teams really well all year. And I think all of these teams played each other really well. I mean, it was just there's 5 really good teams in the league. And
they really are.
And they've kind of gotten after it all year.
Inbound pass, and they foul
Kashila
immediately. So they'll send him to the line. 1 minute and 1 second left in the game. It's a 15-point game, and Kashila goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and in. Keep making shots.
Yeah, if they make free throws, there's no way to lose.
No way to lose. Second one up and in. So it's 66-49, a 17-point lead with 1 minute left. Harper, over to Stoltz. Stoltz drives into the lane. They're going to let him have that, and he missed it. Oh, my goodness. They just got out of his way. Yeah. They just got out of his way because they didn't want to foul him and let him have it, and he missed the layup. So this is just they're going to run the clock out here and not going to be pressed. So this game, for all practical purposes, is over. And Kashila traveled just as he shot the ball. And there's 27 seconds left in the game, and John Brown's going to inbound it with no shot of doing anything productive here. And the pass almost goes out of bounds for them.
They almost turned it over twice.
Shot for three is no good. Sagu is just sagging off and letting them shoot. They made a shot there. This game is over, and the final score is going to be 66 for Sagu and 51 for John Brown. And Sagu is your Sooner Athletic Conference champion.
They played really well in two games, not just today.
Yeah.
2 games they played really well, and they were the best of the 4 teams here this weekend, for sure.
They surely were.
MacU and John Brown proved throughout the conference season that they were the best too, but here for these 2 days, Sagu they were really good.
Absolutely. So that wraps this one up, and that wraps up the SAC tournament. And you know what? That wraps up our year, Andy. This is our last game, our last hurrah, so to speak. I've really enjoyed working with you.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you called me.
Look forward to next year.
Yeah.
We'll do this again.
It'll be fun. So we'll hopefully we have as many wins next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're going to give trophies away and awards, and I tell you what, I'll keep it here, and we'll turn it over to Jonathan Petty and let you listen to these awards. I know we've got people out there watching the streaming video from both of these schools, so we'll keep it here, even though the cameras are on the opposite side of the crowd. I just thought about this yesterday as they were taking all those pictures and handing out those awards. They're facing the scorer's table, which is on the opposite side of the room from the cameras.
Yeah.
So what you get in these award ceremonies is a lot of backs. So, but we're going to keep it here so you can listen to these awards. Here's Jonathan Petty.
This year's fall tournament selections are from USAO, Cameron Hines. And from MacU, Terrence Jones. From Sagu, Mitchell McMullen. From John Brown, Denzer Carnes. And from Sagu, Kenton Williams. The winner of this year's Hustle Award from John Brown University, Kyrie Hutchings. And the most valuable player for the 2020 Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament from Sagu, Joshua Kashila. By this year's tournament runner-up, John Brown University. Club Brown had a tremendous season, and they will continue the season as they move on to the NAIA Championships. And now, please direct your attention to the floor and let us recognize and congratulate the 2020 Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament champion, SAC Lions. Automatic qualifier to the NAIA National Championship in Kansas City.
So they're going to be taking pictures, and the awards have been handed out. Conference champions have been crowned, and so we're going to get out of here. And these two teams and their fan bases will see you at the NAIA Championships in about 2 weeks. Going to be an exciting time up there. Up there. Where is this going to be held?
Theirs is in Kansas City.
Kansas City. Up there. So looking forward to that. And we will see as Pioneer fans whether or not we get an at-large bid to go to that tournament or not. And, you know, once you get in the tournament, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anybody can win.
Those guys play like they did these two games. They got a great chance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sagu's pretty unstoppable right now. It may be good for everybody else in the country that they're going to have to wait 2 weeks to play.
No doubt.
So, Andy and I are going to get out of here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching online. And we'll be back with you next season for a new season of basketball with the Pioneers. I'm Dan Ziegler, the voice of WBU Athletics. Andy Ellis with me doing color. And we'll see you next season.